James Brown, Willie Nelson, Ray Charles, Widespread Panic, Black Crowes, Wilco, Mary Chapin Carpenter. I'm trying to think of some of the fun ones. Wayne Newton was a good one. R. Kelly. And then there's some of the Suzanne Vega, Counting Crows, John Hyatt, ... I can get the list out, but yeah, there's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Yes.
I think he's really great at what he does. He's been doing this longer than I've been alive. I've learned a lot working with him. I really have. He's a go-getter, that's for sure. I haven't seen anything stop him so far. And Jackson's a tough market. It's you really have to work to get the people to come to the shows, and he does that. And he doesn't let anyone tell him no, or this show isn't going to do well. What are you doing? This is crazy. He just goes for it with all of his heart, and it usually works out for the best.
90% of the time that phone rings or the email beeps and it's an agent saying, hey, we've got so-and-so coming through Jackson. We would love for you to do a date with this band. And then we go through the motions of balancing, does it mean anything in Jackson, Mississippi? Do we think it'll sell tickets? How much tickets are? Then all the mechanics that go into the numbers and to the physical aspects. Where's the best place for this show to happen? How to market it? Is it the right thing for the town at the time? Most of the time they'll quote a number. There is some haggling involved in it, and some quite a bit of negotiations on most of these. But typically we're given a number that the band needs to see to play a date just based on their expenses, and we try and meet it, or do what's best for our town, and to make sure that we can break even or make a little money on the show. Yeah. Well, we're extremely fortunate to have some great venues in Jackson. Between 119, Hal & Mal's, Iron Horse, Duling Hall, Thalliamara Hall, and that's one thing that we do take pride in having the availability of these different venues and having the relationships we do, that we can, if we can put the band where the band belongs, and what makes the most sense for Joe Pug to play Duling Hall versus Robert Earl Keen to play Hal & Mal's.
So do you ever do a show knowing that you will lose money?
All the time. Yeah, all the time. Usually those are the ones that I want to do because it's the music that I love or that I want to share. It's like I get all wrapped up in this band. Then I say, man, this is the coolest band in the world. I'm going to bring them to town. And I'll get hit on by all the rest of the staff. So, man, we're going to lose money. We're going to lose money on that show, and it's usually okay. We're going to do it anyway. But again, there is that chance when you do a band and you take a risk on a band that they will be the next Widespread Panic or they will be the next REM. That happens. It happens, and if you say no to all these new up and coming bands, then you're not helping matters out. There's a lot of back scratching in this business, and it's that, and it's all about who you know, and it's fortunately I've been doing this for long enough that even when I was in college and doing shows, the agents I was dealing with back in that time are now, presidents and vice presidents of major agencies. So those connections have grown into very close friendships, and it's been good for business. A lot of times we are asked to. An agency may have a new up-and-coming group. They want to bring into town. They've just signed this band. Hey, we've got this great new band. Will you do a show with them? And obviously, our first response is yeah, we'll do anything we can to help you out. Those same agents may have Wilco or the Black Crowes, and again, if we we aspire to do the best job we can with the band, no matter if it is a Black Crowes or if it is a St. Paul and the Broken Bones. It's, you know, it's the same thing. We're trying to promote, you know, promote a product and do a good job with it. These guys are on the road. They're not at home. It'll spell out the type of meals they want, or spell out, you know, what needs to be on the bus. And when you look at a rider from that standpoint, it becomes much more understandable that, you know, they want pork on Thursday and chicken on Friday, and that, you know, they're away from home and they need to be some of the comforts from home. Now there's been some bands that have taken things a little overboard. You know, I had a hang glider on one rider, tube socks. I mean, a lot of things I can't talk about on the air, but yeah, it's pretty crazy and fun sometimes. But it's all, there's a red pen, very handy. So. We did a band recently, and on their rider was a boom box with Mariah Carey loaded in it and candles surrounding it. And then there was another artist that we were working with that wanted a day bed with satin sheets on it. Yeah, so there you go. It's hard to top that.
I think that we just have so much going on. We want to do so many things. We want to do so many festivals and book so many shows, and the reason for that is to bring good music to people. And sometimes it can get overwhelming to try to get it all done at once. And I feel like there's not enough time in the day, really. And I'm sure that's with any job. But I think we're doing the right things, and at the end of the day, when we've worked really hard and we've done 20 shows in a month, and you know, it's all worth it.
I think it's one, because I love what I do, and I hope that I emit that feeling in the way we do business and the way and the music that we bring to town, is that we care about what we do, we care about the artists, and we care about the customer. I think that sets us apart from a lot of concert promoters and other businesses, for that matter. Yes.